which is quite impressive. I really do not have any special message to share with you, except to share one very small thing with you, which you all can understand very well. Once I happened to visit my master, Babuji Maharaj, in Shahjahanpur. This was sometime in ending of the year 1979, the month of November or December. And North India is quite chilly that time of the year. Temperature can really dip down to 3 degrees, 4 degrees. And mornings are quite chilly. Besides that cold, you can also feel the dryness on your skin. Often some individuals will start even bleeding from skin. That sort of a dryness used to be there. One fine morning, I was sitting there alone, and then later on Babuji came in the veranda and sat down. Having noticed me, he called me in Hindi, "Yahan aao, yahan aao." And I just sat beside him on the ground with my knees knelt. And he drew on his palm. Since the palm was very dry, he scratched himself, made a line there on his palm, straight line. Then he asked me, "You understand?" I said, "No, Babuji." Then he drew another line from it. See, now there are two canals. So you understand? I said, "No, Babuji, I don't understand." He said, "The water is flowing in this canal, and when I make a second canal, the force reduces almost 50%. And if I make a third one, now you understand." I say, "Yes, Babuji, I understand very well." So when our focus is kind of a go-getter kind of a thing, if you are playing sports, your entire focus is on that game, how to win the game. If you are a badminton player, how to defeat the other person with proper handling and responding. Same thing with basketball, same thing with cricket. We have to be so efficient that you supersede the other team or individual. Education today, no doubt, it has become competitive. At the same time, it has become more fun type of a thing. Without competition, imagine who will study. And without this ranking system that is there, which is unfortunate, but it has its own merits also. So that, in certain degree courses, only those who deserve it will be able to enter it. Well, unfortunately, in India, we are suffering with so many, this quota and that quota. And if you are part of that quota system, you are lucky. If you are not, you have to really study very hard. All the more and more focus will be required from your side. So I wish you not only pay attention to your games, your extracurricular activities, but also to your studies. In Sahajmarg, philosophically speaking, we say we don't have to become a monk and run away into the forest in searching for a god. Our Guruji again, he used to say, God is not lost that you're looking for. You are lost. Look for yourself. What is your goal in life? Try to find it. What is the thing you like the most to achieve at any cost? He says you should know also, you should perform so well in your material world also that you flourish and you don't become a parasite or a dependent on somebody else for your livelihood. You must be very successful even in the material world, bhautik jivan as they say in Hindi, or materialistic life where we earn money. Imagine what life would be without making money. You need to make and spend it wisely. That's one. So Babuji Maharaj used to say we need to balance our material life and our spiritual life. We need to pay attention on both. Similarly, as a student, I don't wish you to become all of a sudden so spiritual, but please pay an attention that what is the difference between religion and spirituality. Try to find it, the difference. Try to interact with your teachers whenever you can. Read our books. You'll get a lot of ideas from such philosophical aspects of our existence. Many of us have this fundamental question that who am I? Where am I coming from? Where am I going from here? What was I before my this current birth? Will there be a future birth? So these are all fundamental questions we as students love to discuss. Is there a spirit world? Is there a ghost? Is there God? So one side is this esoteric life. Another side of students' life is fun and game. You like to enjoy. Life has to be enjoyed. At the same time, you need to study also. Study can also become an enjoyable act. Make it more fun-loving. And when you make your education fun-loving, then it will not become very torturous for you. Imagine, I give you a classical example, again from the quotation by my Guruji Maharaj, Babuji Sahab. He says, look at the laborer in the farm. He is toiling away with so much of hard work under the full bright sun from morning to evening. He works so hard in the farm. He's sweating away. He works really, really hard. Now imagine another scenario where people are working day in and day out for hours together in the gym. What happens there in a gym? You're always thinking that I'm making my body healthier. There's another level of thinking that I'm becoming healthier. I'm developing biceps. I'm developing 5 abs or 6 abs. So on one side, a person becomes healthier because of the attitude. He may even spend a lot of calories or burn a lot of calories in the gymnasium, much more than a laborer in the farm. But he seemed to build muscles, while the laborer, because of his attitude of helplessness, that I have to work, I have no other choice, and he hates his work. When you hate your work, the task ahead, then you lose a lot. What is the difference between an ordinary student, a dumb student, and a bright student? I like to give an example. From this example, you can also correlate and understand the differences between ordinary, bright, and a dumb student. Take, for example, a horse. I don't know how many of you love to ride a horse, but whenever you get a chance in the future, you will know that there are various types of horses. One type of horse, you mount on a horse and you try to make it run, and they will not move even one step ahead. You have to keep hitting them from the back and still they will not move. There are kinds of horses where you just do like this and they start charging, they start running. There are another type of horses where you just raise a whip but you have not hit the horse as yet, but they see the shadow of it and just start charging. Just one ishara, as they say, one suggestion is fair enough. Students also, before even a teacher is about to teach, they already have grasped the thing long before. Some students, even after teaching so many times, they don't get it. The interest factor here rules the game in education. You have to study anyway, whether you like it or not, you have to study. So might as well like it and study and see the difference. Even if you pretend that I like it, one day it can become a real hobby, real joy in studying. So I'll just end with my talk with this much. So, my dear friends, if you cannot create such interest, pray to God. God, I need your intervention. I need your help. It is not that I don't want to study. I would like to study, but I don't have interest. Please help me. At least this much we can do at bedtime before you go to sleep. Try this and see what happens. So, thank you, friends. If you have any question, I'll be very, very happy to answer and take up those questions. We'll take 3 questions today. Hello, Rajesh bhai. Where are you, in Hawaii or what? Huh?
No, no.